Hi everyone, it's Thursday and the 23rd. June is just around the corner. June-like weather is as well, right on cue for your Memorial Day weekend. A few showers and a few storms for some folks in eastern Kentucky earlier today. That pattern is well intact. There is a dry spot though coming. With it also comes more heat as well. So thunderstorms are continued to be in the forecast for a few days. We'll talk more about that, but we also got a big ridge of high pressure that's going to roll into the southeastern part of the United States, and with that, that's going to be that dry pattern for Memorial Day and the start of next week. And not that this weekend is going to be necessarily a wet or stormy one, but just a small chance thereof as we see some humidity and some heat kind of cause a little instability in the atmosphere. We'll go into that in more detail in just a few moments. At nowhere do we have shower chances more than 30% at any given time throughout your forecast. We'll have the latest update in just a few moments. McGoffin County Fiscal Court met in what was a special meeting in lieu of Election Day, falling on their regular meeting day. That meeting was held last night. I've got a couple of reports. We'll talk about several topics which we have singled out. A single vehicle crash this morning in McGoffin County, and two people believed may have been in the vehicle. That's still under investigation. I'll take you to the scene, tell you what I can at this time. And it's been a busy week for an area hospital, part of a regional chain, if you will, of medical centers, as they have been touring several counties in their area in recognition of National Emergency Medical Services Week. And today they stopped here in Sagersville and fed some very deserving folks of their recognition and honor. And I'll take you to the scene, or the site of that, not necessarily the scene, but you get my drift, right? A couple of reports from elsewhere before we get to our local news this Thursday. And first off, we now know the name of the kayaker who has been missing, and we also know that the search is still ongoing. They are bringing in continued number of search dogs, search and rescue animals, canines, to try to find the kayaker who has been identified as 47-year-old Paris Smith of Pikeville. Now, he was with a group of kayakers who were kayaking near the Leviza Fork and became separated last night. They actually, I believe, his friends and searchers found some of his personal belongings, including his phone. They also found his kayak, but so far they have not found Smith, and they fear the worst, but are hoping for the best at this time. So they have had several search teams. We understand, of course, per our recent search here, just how intense that can be, and that's what they have done on the Leviza Fork. And they have actually got a search area that starts basically behind the plaza there in Pikeville, where the Texas Roadhouse, where you can actually get into the river there, and runs all the way to the Floyd County line, but still no evidence of his whereabouts except for his personal effects and his kayak. They're still hoping to find him somewhere. They searched all during the overnight, throughout much of the day, and we're continuing to regroup and continue their search efforts. While in Knott County, a body was discovered at the Carr Creek Lake Marina near the boat ramp, and that individual has also been identified, but identified as deceased. Fish and Wildlife officials say that 46-year-old Jack Bryan Pinyard is believed to have fallen off his boat in the darkness last night and drowned in that spot. He was known to be an avid night fisher, and they believe no foul play played a role in his death at this time. It's still under investigation. Crews worked throughout much of the day to recover his body and also the boat as well. Rescue crews worked for a short time this morning, having to use ropes to go over a very steep and thick embankment to try to see if there was anyone injured in this single car crash that happened on Pricey earlier this morning, sometime I believe around 6 or 6:30, according to the 911 call that came in to the dispatch center this morning. EMS and the Sheriff's Department responded to this single vehicle crash. The vehicle was overturned. The caller couldn't find anyone around the vehicle, but it took EMS and the McGoffin County Rescue Squad rappelling literally with a rope over about an 80 to 100 foot embankment into the thick area to find that there was a vehicle on its top, completely crushed on the top. It appears as though that it was a miracle that someone apparently walked away from this accident. As you can see a portion of the vehicle here on its top. You can also see from some video or pictures taken, the vehicle or the driver lost control of the vehicle. It crossed into the oncoming lane of travel, struck the hillside, then crossed both lanes back to the opposite side, and then went over that embankment and then plunged another 80 to some 100 feet before coming to a rest on its top and severely damaged. According to the Sheriff's Department, there was no one on site, no one on the scene at the time of emergency personnel and their arrival, but it's under investigation. They were trying to find out who the car belonged to and if indeed anyone suffered any minor or even possibly serious injuries as a result. It's still under investigation. Fiscal court coverage still to come, but when I come back, National EMS Recognition Week across eastern Kentucky, and it made its way to Sagersville earlier today.
Car wrecks, truck wreck, disability, workers' comp, slip and fall, wrongful death. Your case matters to you.
Your case matters to us. Contact McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
The seasonal shop is simply wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling, filled with new arrivals and more coming every day. Natural Life is in the store. It's a fun, uplifting brand of t-shirts, headbands, air fresheners, mugs, and more. And they've always got the latest and greatest designs from Simply Southern, including their new line of drinkware for hot or cold. And the women's spring and summer collections are simply amazing and ready to get you ready for the beautiful weather head to toe. And come in and check out their rewards program. Free local delivery. They'll ship it to you. They're now accepting PayPal, and they've always got baby and wedding registry at Fraser's Spray to Drug Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville.
Appalachian Wireless has a question for you. Would you rather pay $650 or $66 for a smartphone? If you think this answer is simple, then the Appalachian Advantage plan is for you. Pay less upfront for today's hottest smartphones, and then pay just a few dollars more every month on the monthly bill. Many smartphones are $5 a month or less after you factor in the $20 discount from the Advantage plan, compared to the contract offering. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless. Payment agreement required. See store for details.
Great and feel great with the very best in Versa Spa Spray Tanning and 6 of the most modern tanning beds in the business, including their 7-minute stand-up bed and 12-minute super bed with bronzing bulbs at Tropical Isle in Sagersville and Prestonsburg. And till the end of May, get 20% off of tanning packages. Come in or call today. At Tropical Isle Tanning in Sagersville and Prestonsburg, open 7 days a week. At Sagersville National Bank, they know your house is much more than your home. It's an investment, and for many of us, the biggest we'll ever make. And whether it's for needed repairs and maintenance, or a new addition or renovation to give you some more room and more equity, let Sagersville National Bank deal with all the financial work and worry. Real and real competitive, hometown, homegrown, home improvement loans at Sagersville National. In recognition of National Emergency Medical Services, EMS Week, ARH Morgan County has been to, I believe, Wolf and Elliott, and of course Morgan County, and today Magoffin County here in Sagersville, cooking a feast for local fire and EMS and ambulance personnel who came by and took them up on their invitation just to show their continued support and thanks. We spoke with CEO Jamie Locke of Morgan County ARH, as well as a Magoffin County elected official who showed up in recognition of these life-saving people too.
This week has been National Emergency Medical Services Week, and at Morgan County ARH, we just wanted to take an opportunity to appreciate the first responders in the local communities for what they do, how they go about doing it on a daily basis. You know, EMS is an under-recognized service in the communities, and it's just really nice to be able to give back to the providers that are there taking care of the citizens on a daily basis.
To elaborate on that just a little bit, just how important are these people employed and that volunteer in these services to all of us and ARH?
Well, that's a very good question, and you know, the volunteers and the paid professionals are very important. If it wasn't for them, what would we do? You know, we would end up waiting hours to be able to get a ride to the hospital, and these guys are here. They provide expedient transportation, and they're medically trained, and that helps us greatly here in the counties surrounding our service areas.
And also on that note, and stopping by the Lifeguard Ambulance Service base here in Sagersville, Magoffin County Judge Executive Matthew Wireman with a proclamation and an expression of his support and that of the counties.
Therefore, I, Matthew Wireman, Magoffin County Judge Executive, do hereby proclaim the week of May 19th to the 25th, 2019 as Emergency Medical Services Week. With the theme, EMS Strong, Stronger Together, I encourage the community to observe this week with appropriate programs, ceremonies, and activities. This week, along with the other weeks that we've done this month for 911, our emergency services personnel are vital to our area. We are very rural, and we've got to have quality services provided. We believe that everyone should recognize and thank the paramedics and the EMS workers that we have in our community, and that come in here and do all the things that they do for us. And I'm proud to be here today to sign this proclamation.
There's a lot happening on tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar, including the opening of the Ramey Pool. The Ramey Park Pool is set to open. Opening day, Saturday, June the 1st. Prices are the same as they have been for years. $3 for everyone, kids and adults. General admission. You can rent the pool for parties 2 hours at a time during the evenings or on Sundays for $175. And if you have any questions, you can call the pool at 349-5102. That's 349-5102. This just in. From our friends at the Sayersville First Baptist Church, Vacation Bible School set for June the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, 5:45 to 8 p.m. nightly. Church vans will run each night. Under 4 years of age must be accompanied by an adult. In the Wild, Amazing Encounters with Jesus is the theme this year, starting June the 3rd. And the Sayersville Masonic Lodge's Special Needs Summer Blowout, back for the second year in a row, June the 29th, noon to 4. Parents, if you got a child coming, RSVP them by June the 1st. They can get their t-shirt with their name on it and everything they need to know. This is free for everyone, and all ages are welcome. Doesn't matter how young or how old you are. They're going to have a lot of great food, video games, movies, fire trucks, superheroes, and the list goes on and on. It's going to be a great time. If you have any questions, you can contact Paul Montgomery at 424-6302 or Eddie Jenkins at 367-6599 or any member of the Sayersville Masonic Lodge. The McGoffin County Health Department has put together a special free community baby shower Wednesday the 29th. That's next Wednesday at noon till 2 at the McGoffin County Health Department, but you have to register by calling 889-0328. That's for any moms-to-be or with a baby 2 months old or younger. For games, gifts, food, and helpful information, and you get to register for a free Walmart gift card as well, and a door prize that's just a big basket full of goodies for your little one. Call 889-0328 to register. And don't forget, Camp Lewis just around the corner, and slots are winding down. That means there's not many left. And it starts June the 10th for teenagers, June the 17th for 10 to 12-year-olds, June the 24th for 7 to 9-year-olds, $65 per camper if you pre-register by going to camplewis.com. And call me if you have any announcements that you need on our community calendar. Turning to services brought to you by the McGoffin County Funeral Home, 57-year-old Ronald Lyndon May of Dixie Avenue passed away on the 22nd, survived by his wife Dorothy and son Ronald Lyndon May and daughter Shirley Ann May. Visitation is tonight and prior to tomorrow's services that will start at 1 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. And we now have a complete listing in honor of 43-year-old C.M. Gasberg of Burning Fork Road, who passed away on the 22nd. He was the son of the late C.M. Whitaker and Wanda Gasberg. He's survived by his stepmother, Linda Whitaker, brother Danny Gasberg, and sisters Janet Davis, Carolyn Arnott, Melissa, and Jeanette Gasberg. Visitation is after 6 o'clock tomorrow and before Saturday morning's services that start at 11, all from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Just like that, we've jumped into the spring allergy season with all the buds and blooms, tree and grass pollen, mold, and all the nasal congestion, sneezing, itchy nose and eyes and throat that they cause. Don't get caught off guard. Protect yourself daily with a quick trip to Parkway Pharmacy for over-the-counter and prescription relief. And you can always log into parkwaypharmacy.com to have your prescriptions ready when you get there at Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville. Your new IGA has fresh brewed coffees and delicious donuts made 7 days a week. Daily made breads piled high with any meat or cheese you can think of. And come and taste the salads, broccoli and cauliflower, cornbread, and their gourmet chicken salad made fresh right here. They've got fruit and vegetable and meat trays made with a little love, and celebrate anything with perfectly professionally made cakes. All fresh and ready for your next meal, party, or event at your Sayersville IGA, where it's a new day, place, and way to shop. Getting the best deal on the best tires with the best service has never been easier. Just log on to ConleyTire.net, check out the latest rebates, sales, and promotions, pick out the tires you want, and email, call, or come by. For huge savings from the family who's been proudly serving the area for over 32 years. Conley Tire in Staffordsville, 297-2424. At Parkway Gun & Pawn, out the door means taxes and a box of shells are included, and all these specials are out the door prices. So you can pick from these Heritage Arms 22 revolvers, $149 out the door, or this one for $139. This Judge shoots 45 long Colts and 4 10 shells, and it's out the door for $449. 9mm semi-automatics as low as $219, all just in and soon to be gone at Parkway Gun & Pawn. Join everyone at Hope Family Medical Center and Big Sandy Healthcare in recognizing May as Mental Health Awareness Month and Melanoma Month. Hope's Kimberly Davis is there to provide individual and family behavioral health and substance abuse services to help with stress, depression, dependency, or anything impacting your health and quality of life. And Hope is there to help you prevent, detect, and live by spotting skin cancer that affects millions of Americans each year, with almost 10,000 people diagnosed every day. M stands for May, Mental Health and Melanoma, and Hope Family Medical Center stands for you. From brakes, exhaust, suspension, fluid changes, to expert collision and auto body, to turning your 4x4 or diesel from mild to wild, get real auto maintenance, paint, and repair at Black Smoke Performance in Dixie of Sagersville. 349-8785. The McGoffin County Fiscal Court met in special session last night in lieu of the fact that their regular meeting day fell on, or that election day fell on its regular meeting day. A few of the topics of discussion we'll pick out that were on the agenda. 2 new large pieces of equipment purchased actually just earlier today by the county, which will seriously go towards helping make a lot of needed repairs and maintenance. They also discussed helping the city with the Ramey Park. Some roads, which apparently had never been adopted into the county road system, but have since been, and also names to be placed on bridges and or McGoffin County roads in honor of local veterans and war heroes. In his update to the fiscal court, Deputy Judge Kevin Howard said that they were working to clean, maintain, and make repairs to the community center, to the courthouse as well, fixing some lighting that wasn't functioning, pressure washing, things of that nature, and that they were also conducting necessary studies that have to be done and approved before they can make the official move of the 911 center, which we've covered in various other reports, which will be moving from the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center to the courthouse building after all preparations are made. And speaking of studies, there are also ongoing studies on several bridges that are to be repaired or replaced. He, that being Howard, hopes to have those completed in a week or so they can move further on with that process of those repairs or upgrades. And then Judge Wireman detailed how they are going to be using, actually today, the more than $100,000 FEMA reimbursement that came from a 2016 project that was just received to purchase some much-needed equipment for the county.
We've been following auctions. We believe it to be in our best interest to go ahead and purchase new. We're, by virtue of us being a member of the Sourcewell National Purchasing Alliance, the pricing options has been pretty good, because we've had 3 different vendors come through with pricing, and basically what it boils down to is we're going to end up buying 2 excavators probably tomorrow, or start the purchase order process tomorrow, and hopefully have them delivered sometime next week. One will be about $63,000, the other one will be just under $60,000 at $59,900 and some change. There'll be 2 different brands, but the availability at this time of year, if we try to purchase the same brand, we're looking at having to wait till the next model year to get all the features that we want. So we believe this will be the best thing to do.
Another portion of the meeting that we'll cover and move on to was a part of the discussion centered around the Ramey Park and the intention of the county to help the city of Sagersville maintain it and make some much needed repairs.
Us and the city, neither one of us have any obligation at all to go over and maintain that park. But we will be trying to do that because we contribute funds to that park. We are appoint board members to that park. And I too want to applaud the city for the efforts, but they're going above and beyond. I'm short-staffed right now. We got 893 roads in McGoffin County, nearly 300 miles. So that's a whole lot to do with 3 truck drivers and essentially 3.5 equipment operators. We hope to rectify some of that here in just a few minutes. But we will be, as a county, addressing the park. I have been in discussions with a national vendor that sells lighting for the baseball fields, and we are looking at using a land and water grant along with a match, and I'm looking into using some of our single line item code money to possibly do that and be able to replace the lights on all the baseball fields. We're still working on pricing and making sure that the pricing that they offer us is on bid contract, which I think runs source well, but that we get everything needed. I don't want to go down there and have the smorgasbord of electrical wires running all over the park like they are now. We want this done right. But hopefully if everything falls into place, maybe before the Little League season starts next year, we'll have those facilities in the best shape they've been in a long time.
In some other business, the judge said they were going to ask for bids for fuel, for diesel, for gravel, for blacktop, and other goods that the county uses on a regular basis. They also approved bids, or sought to approve bids, for the restrooms to be constructed at the Battlefield Park on Route 7. They actually received 3 bids, ranging from $92,000 to $230,000, but all were more than their available funds for that project. So they're going to go back to the Big Sandy Ad Board to try to see if there is another solution to that situation. The fiscal court then voted to officially adopt 7 roads into the county road system after it was learned that they had not been officially brought into the system over the years for whatever reason, and that until they were not eligible for county, state, or federal road funds. Those were portions of White Lick Branch, Carver, Ryan Howard Road, Dan Russell Road, Paul Robbins and Avenel Daniels Road, the left fork of White Lick, and Copperhead Road. And the last item of business was a presentation of a list of names from a committee which has been designated to research and find names of former soldiers from McGoffin County to honor them with their names be placed on various bridges and roadways throughout the county.
These are the names that would be the first ones that we do. The state says that in order for us to get the signage and to dedicate these roads, that we've got to do a little bit of research, make sure nobody else has ever had them dedicated, and then we have to do an individual resolution for each one of them. And if we want to do this, we want to do it right. So we want to recognize them in the resolution for their service, recognize them for being from McGoffin County, recognize them for who their family was and the things that they've done while they was in the heroic acts or whatever. And so we'll do all those and try to have those ready for the June meeting. But I would make a motion that we approve the ones that are listed. Sergeant First Class Melvin Rudd, Private First Class Forrest Witt, Gunners Mate Third Class William Byron Witt, PFC Blaine Mannix, Corporal Floyd Franklin Skidmore Patrick, Corporal Paul Harrison Cordell, and Corporal David Wireman as the first veterans that we will recognize as fiscal court. I make that formal motion.
Sorry.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion?
And all voted yea in favor of that motion. With that said, there was one other item of business that we'll cover in tonight's report, and that was the hiring of 4 new county employees. 1 to fill a vacancy, 3 others to operate newly purchased equipment for the county: Scotty Cole, Christian Back, Gabriel Brown, and Ronnie Adams, new employees of the McGoffin County Fiscal Court. All right, one of the last items of business, besides a quick good night, is your Licking Valley RACC forecast. The latest update just coming in, and it shows a continued pattern for the next several days. No major washouts, no major activity to speak of, but shower chances over the course of the next few days. Temperatures and humidity on the climb, and we'll see those climb to the 90-degree mark or better with a dry spot in your forecast for the Memorial Day holiday. Mostly cloudy skies are going to continue the rest of your Thursday, and overnight a low of 64. We'll see some patchy fog develop after, say, 3 a.m., and nothing more than a west-southwesterly wind, maybe 6 miles per hour. So becoming calm, and then becoming sunny and warmer as the forecast goes on. Mid-80s tomorrow, partly sunny skies for your Friday. Look for maybe a 30% chance of some showers, just like today. Thunderstorms possible after 11 a.m. after that heat starts to build. A little more instability goes along with it, and some folks might see showers and maybe even a few light storms, and some might not see any at all. That trend continues for days. We'll see a low of 62 tomorrow night for your Saturday, for Memorial Day weekend. We've got more of the same, more heat, more humidity, and a little instability to the tune of 88 degrees for the first half of your holiday weekend. Mostly sunny skies, a 30% chance of showers starting to develop mainly around noon or so in the middle of the afternoon, but otherwise just mostly sunny, and we'll see clear skies, I think. By Saturday night, the shower chances pretty much die down by 7 or so, and then we're left with clear skies. But by Sunday, the heat continues to roll in and roll up to about 88 degrees again. More sunshine, same scenario. We're not talking about widespread showers and storms, but a chance thereof to the tune of 20% again, just to cover all of our bases. And for your Memorial Day forecast, well, first of next week, sunny and hot will sum it up. We're talking about mostly sunny and 87 on your Monday, Memorial Day, with humidity creeping up, I do believe, along with it. We'll see partly cloudy, 67 that night, dry on Monday, Memorial Day. Tuesday, another dry day, but hotter still. We should break the 90-degree mark, maybe by a degree or two even for some folks. So 90 and 67, sunny and hot for your Tuesday, mostly clear that night. Wednesday, 88, mostly sunny and a chance of showers. Pretty much the same scenario for Thursday as well, with a daytime high of 86. That's a wrap for tonight. We'll hope to wrap up tomorrow night and this week when I see you next time. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday.